Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel, and this is episode 2 of my Euro Truck Simulator 2 Let's Play series. In the last episode we took on our first job, which I believe we delivered smoked eel from here in Vienna down to Graz, and yeah, that was a pretty, well, aside from a couple of mishaps, it was a pretty smooth ride, and hey, we got some money. We went from 2,000 to 4,018, so we've more than doubled our starting balance, which is great. And in today's episode, we're going to do another quick job, and we are going to deliver, I haven't decided yet, but I think I'm going to deliver from Vienna maybe to somewhere else in Austria, one of these three cities I think I talked about in the last episode. And it looks like the best one we can do is probably motor oil. It's going to be from Vienna to Klagenfurt. Yeah, so we're going to do that now. Delivering from Circle K to the one and only Amazon. Let's go ahead and hop right in. And it looks like we're also driving a Mercedes-Benz. So we're driving luxury. And there's an advertisement for it also. Alright, so again, before we start, I need to adjust the seats, make sure that everything looks good. Let's go down a little bit. Let's tilt the steering wheel down. And yeah, I think should be good there. So we can go ahead and turn on the engine, electricity. There we go. And then turn on the lights, take off the parking brake, and we can start driving. Alright, so let's just take a look at our cargo here. Okay, just a standard trailer. Nothing too difficult. So we're going to go ahead and keep going here. Yeah, so as I mentioned in the previous episode, you know, this is going to be a long-running series where we're basically just, you know, starting from scratch and making money to eventually buy our own truck. I'm still not sure which truck I want to buy. It might be the DAF, like the one that we drove in the first episode. But honestly, I also kind of like Iveco and Scanias. So you never know, right? We could get what we want. I don't know why my truck keeps shifting to neutral. But let's see here. Turn on this main road and keep going. But yeah, so for now we're gonna focus on just exploring more of Austria. We may be able to do 2 quick jobs in this episode, depending on how long the recording goes for. But definitely, you know, at some point I will want to move over to one of the other neighboring countries, maybe like Slovakia, Czech Republic, or even Italy. That would be really nice. Yeah, but for now, let's just focus on getting out of the city, and we can get onto the highway. Okay. Alright, we're gonna make a turn here. Perfect. I wonder if I can change the info screen to maybe something to show a digital version of the speed limit. I guess not. I guess we're going with the old analog. Like the good old days, huh? Here we go. Merging onto the highway. Awesome. Yeah, so, what is there to talk about? I mean, I pretty much gave an introductory, like, discussion about the game in the last episode. You know, again, you're delivering cargo across Europe, so it's nothing too insane. I guess, I don't know, like, I really just enjoy the fact that it's just a driving, right? Like, obviously there is some some high stakes, if you will. I mean, especially when we get to the higher levels and we have to deliver cargo that's like fragile, and we have to deliver within a certain time window. Like that's where it can get a little bit tricky. But for now, I mean, most of the deliveries are really chill, and if you have the right truck for the job, you should be fine. I think it's going to get harder when we start doing like the what do you call it? The special transport, which is basically just cargo that's like oversized cargo and cargo that needs to be like treated a certain way. We won't worry about that for now. We're just gonna deliver these basic trailer cargos, and we'll just see how that goes. So, yeah, so we're just cruising along here. Got another 3 hours in-game time, so if everything goes smoothly, we should be getting there at in about 10-12 minutes maybe. So yeah, just cruising along the highway, taking in the beautiful scenery that is Austrian landscape. Yeah, look at that river, all those trees, everything. Alright, go ahead and go here. So I've actually been to Austria a couple of times. Most recently was about 8 years ago, I think. I went there with my family, and it was great. I can't remember which city. I think we went to Salzburg, actually, which is in the game. And, I mean, it's beautiful. It's a city built around nature, first and foremost. A lot of, old-style buildings, probably built in, like, the 1700s. And the roads are very nice and quaint. They're quiet too. It was a quiet town. I also went to see Hallstatt, which I believe is one of the most beautiful locations in the world. It's been rated as, I guess, one of the most beautiful locations. But I have to agree, it was a very nice trip, and I definitely enjoyed sightseeing there. And I hope to go there again one time. I mean, Austria is a beautiful country. If you've never been there, I highly recommend it. And if you do go there, try to spend more than a couple days, because it is a very, there's a lot to see and do in Austria. Even though it's a very small country compared to many of the other European countries, it is still definitely, I would recommend going to see it. But yeah, let's just continue driving along here. And looks like we are now at about 2 hours, so we're making progress. I find that actually talking while recording, or doing something at least to keep my mind occupied, definitely makes the time go by, and that makes sense. Obviously talking about what's going on in the game here is helping a lot with making sure that I don't get bored just, driving. I mean, don't get me wrong, I really like this game, and I really like just driving, but I think honestly that just the aspect, I can't speak, just the aspect of driving, just turning off your brain and just driving that's awesome, right? It's really, that's all you need to do. And I think this road looks familiar, because I think in the last episode I had to pull in for an inspection, so I'm going to do that this time and not forget about it. I'm going to slow down here. Looks like it's Alright, and I guess we go onto this little thing here. Do we stop? Oh, no, we just keep going. Perfect. In American Truck Simulator, which was also made by the same devs as Euro Truck Simulator, a lot of the way stations, I think every single way station you go to, you have to come to a complete stop, and you have to activate this, way station icon, which is a little bit annoying, because, especially when you're barreling down the highway at 50, 60 miles an hour. It's really annoying when you have to come to a complete stop and just to pick up speed again and do it all over. But it looks like here in Euro Truck we are just driving through, which is great. And I think we are... Where are we on the map? Let's see here. Oh, we're about halfway there, yeah. Looks like everything past this interchange is all uncharted territory. And as you can see, we have a lot of road in this game. Hopefully we'll get to most of it, if not all of it, in this series. But, you know, we got to start small, right? We got to start from the humble beginnings and then work our way up to the top. It looks like Klagenfurt is actually called Klagenfurt am Wörthersee. Again, I apologize if I mispronounce any of the names. I'm just doing my best. But yeah, I'm still driving here. And there goes a motorcyclist. Oh yeah, and so I mentioned this also in the previous episode, but I do have some mods installed. I have some traffic mods, which basically a lot of the cars, like that one you just drove by, that car that just drove by, it's fully modeled, so you actually know the make and model of the car. And that motorcyclist was actually part of the mod, one of the other mods that was made by, I believe Jazzy Cat was their name. And it's just basically, you know, just to add more immersion, because obviously, yes, motorcyclist exists, and yeah. Anyways, I'm rambling. Let's just continue driving for now and hope that we get there with no problems. So we're still going here. Oh shoot, I didn't even realize that guy was coming. Let me go. Let's get a view of the outside of this truck. Mercedes Actros. Yeah, it's a pretty nice looking truck, I'm not gonna lie. I like the color too. It's like a, you know, like a crimson color, which, I don't know, I think it kind of matches this Circle K trailer pretty well, so yeah, it's pretty nice. Look at this breathtaking view. Austrian countryside. Yeah. Even though it's a video game, it's really impressive what the devs managed to do. I mean, they made this game look, I mean, not realistic. Obviously, you can tell it's a video game, but it's really, really close to, probably is really close to what Austria looks like in real life. And some of these other countries that we will go to see, especially the ones that have been remastered, and the DLCs that have come out in recent years, SCS Software, the developers, have done a fantastic job, like capturing the detail and essence of these countries. And I know that they're very active. They're still obviously pumping out DLC after DLC, and it's just, you know, it's impressive what they've managed to do. You know, this game used to not. Oh, okay, I was almost tipping over there. That would have been pretty unfortunate. Yeah, no, like, SCS Software, like, you know, when they first made this game came out in 2012, and it looked a lot different back then than it does now. And in just the past few years, they've really managed to show just how much potential this game has. And with the labor of love that they put in, it's it's very apparent that they care about this game's future and success, and they care about the community overall, which is fantastic for a game as awesome as Euro Truck Simulator. It looks like we're actually just about here, so we're gonna make sure that we don't tip over. That was completely my fault. And make sure we take the right exit. There we go. Klagenfurt am Wörthersee. Again, sorry if I mispronounce it, but we've discovered it. So now we have another city we can take jobs from, which is awesome. And this truck in front of me looks like he's taking his sweet time. I mean, obviously the speed limit's a little bit slower here, but come on. I would like to get to another job if possible. And here we are, safe and sound here at Amazon. Let's go ahead and pick our parking job. I think we can pick 40 XP for like a diagonal parking. Let's just see what it looks like. I think it's over down this way. Somewhere. Oh, right here. Okay. This should be easy. Let me just get into position. Let's just do a little loop. Like so. Alright. I think this is good enough. Okay, a little bit overshot, but we can make this work. Alright, let's take a look at this mirror. Perfect. Well, not entirely perfect, but what the heck. This is fine. Totally fine. Alright, let's go ahead and turn off the truck, put the parking brake, and let's get rid of this trailer. Excellent delivery, and we made 4,000 euros. So, perfect. We just doubled our balance from before the job. This is awesome. Alright, looks like we got some notifications here. I think we actually can upgrade our skill. Yes, so this game has skill points, which obviously each skill point means a different thing. So, walking through them, long distance is... I mean, you can see here, basically means that I can take on jobs which have a further, you know, driving distance, which ultimately means I can make more money from longer trips. High value cargo, you know, pretty much cargo is worth more when you deliver it. Fragile cargo, it unlocks a new type of cargo, which is fragile, which means, you know, every little bump in the road, well, not every little bump in the road, but you know, you got to be careful with it, because if you're not, then you can damage the cargo, which obviously loses value, and it affects you. Just-in-time delivery, as I was mentioning earlier, there are some deliveries that are time-sensitive, and they obviously pay more, but you have to manage your time well. Eco-driving, we're not going to really worry about this for now, but basically just, you know, you use less fuel when driving. So, especially when we get our own truck and we have to fill up on gasoline, those costs will add up over time. But obviously, if we're going to be making good money, hopefully, from these trips, then we shouldn't have to worry about that. Next one is the hazardous cargo, which is just unlocking a new type of cargo that we can deliver, from things like explosives to flammables to, you know, things of that nature. But I'm going to focus actually on the long distance because I do want to start taking on longer jobs. So we'll go ahead and level up here, and we can take jobs up to 650 kilometers. That's pretty far. And then we get 0 to 5. Is this how it works? I think. Yeah. So 0 to 5% higher revenue and 25% XP bonus for deliveries over 400 kilometers. Let's go ahead and take that. Yep. All right. So now we've used our skill point there. We've got some emails. Let's see what we got. Need money, we can help. Dear Sir, Madam, we thought you might like to know that we offer favorable loans to new businesses. Do you need funding to get your business running? We are here to help. Please visit your local banking center for more information. It looks like we have an email for used trucks and brand new DAF trucks for sale because we chose the DAF truck as our quote-unquote favorite. And here we have the bank. So we can already take a loan of 100,000. I'm gonna stay away from taking loans for now, just because, you know, eventually you have to pay them back, and I don't want to have to do that. So I'm gonna probably focus on doing a few more quick jobs, make good money, and maybe we can buy a used truck for cheap, and hopefully it's in good condition. That way we don't have to worry about loans. But yeah, so that was our first job. What else has got here? Yeah, so that was our first, or not our first, our second quick job. As we can see here, we've now discovered 3 cities. So now we'll do one more quick job. I think we have time for this episode, and then we will go to, let's see, where are we gonna go? Klagenfurt to, ooh, we could go to Slovenia. It's only a 2-hour drive. Do I want to, though? I feel like I want to stay in Austria for a little bit. I think I'm going to do that. Let me see if there's a... Yeah, okay, perfect. Salzburg. 4-hour drive. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Let's take it. Let's see, what truck are we driving? We are driving a Scania. All right. And it looks like it's a pretty modern one, too. Yep, it's... I'm not sure which model it is. I could actually probably check here. It's a Scania. I'm not exactly sure the models. Maybe there is a way to check, but looks like Scania V8 590S, I guess, is the model we're driving. But anywho, let's get started. Let's put it into drive, and let's take this on the road. It looks like we are delivering logs, 24 tons of logs. That's pretty heavy. From Klagenfurt to Salzburg. Let's get going. Alright. Let me just make sure I'm not tripping over anything. This might be a tight fit. Actually, wait, I forgot to do the thing where I adjust my seats, because that's very important. Let's do... Yeah, that's good. Seat position, we can go down. Steering wheel. Let's tilt it down. That should be fine. And I'm going to change this so that I can see my speed very clearly. Alright, it's going to be a tight squeeze. Perfect. And we're on our way. Let's get out of this. Yeah, and it looks like we have a pretty windy road ahead of us. That's one thing I'm not a big fan of. I know some people prefer like the off-roading part of Euro Truck Simulator, but I personally can't. Not that I can't stand it. I just prefer not to drive on uneven roads. I don't know. Like, you can see my wheel is shaking, and it's actually shaking in real life with my Logitech wheel. It's not like super pronounced, but I don't know. It can be a little annoying. That's just me, though. Obviously, everyone's entitled to their own opinion of how they want to play the game. I just prefer not driving on these bumpy, you know, off-roads, if possible. And obviously, with 24 tons of logs on my back. I don't want to make any sharp turns because then that would immediately result in probably me getting absolutely destroyed. This truck would get destroyed. The owner may not be too happy to hear that I would have tipped over his truck, and yeah, I'm probably going to have to pay a hefty fine. But we're just making our way down this hill. Just trying to go nice and slow. Nothing, not going too quickly. Let's see here. Right. We need to turn left. So we're going to do that right now. I have new mail. I'll look at it later. I'm kind of driving right now, game. Also, let me get rid of that second side view mirror. That's kind of taken away from the realism, the immersion. Alright, so just need to slow down a bit. Michelhofen. The Austrian town of Michelhofen. Shout out to all my Michelhofen inhabitants if they're watching this video. And just as soon as we entered the town, we are leaving it now. Which means we can speed up a little bit. Alright. A little bit of a tight turn here, but I think we can make it. Excuse me, Mr. Truck Driver. Alright, I think we're good. And we are almost. Now we're on the highway. Perfect. Pick up some speed and start driving at some real fast speeds. Driving at 80 kilometers an hour, which again is like I think 48 or 50 miles an hour. Not too fast, but hey, I don't make the rules. This is the developer's idea. Alright. I think we need to go right here. It's a little bit of a confusing thing, and I think we should just stay left. Yep, Salzburg. So we're gonna keep going along here. Looks like it's 5 p.m. here in Austria, which means it's going to become nighttime soon. And, you know, I'm not really a big fan of nighttime driving in this game because, of course, you can't really see anything at night. So I can try, I'm not sure how I'm going to do this, but I can try, once we get our truck, we can start sleeping, and, you know, that way I can pick up jobs that are during the day so you guys can see what, you know, the game looks like, because obviously you can't really see a whole lot during the night. But yeah, we're still driving here. We're going into a tunnel. Always fun. Drive through a tunnel. Looks like my truck is struggling to go uphill a little bit. It's losing speed. but that's okay. Because I'm pretty sure it can handle the pressure. It better. Because if we start rolling backwards, it's gonna get ugly. Looks like we're coming up on a toll booth here of some sort. At least it's what I think it is on the map. Is the right for the trucks? Yep. Okay, so I gotta go here. What's the damage? 19 euros. Oh, but it's also paid by the employer. Forgot, because I am doing quick jobs. So it's not out of my pocket. But again, once we get our own truck and we start doing our own jobs, then it's gonna be all the expenses we pay for gas, for tolls, for ferries, for everything. It's going to come out of our pocket. But it's okay. We are just starting off. We're still babies. Probably won't be a while until we get... It won't be a while before we get our... It will be a while. Sorry, English is hard. It will be a while probably before we get our first truck. Maybe another few episodes, but I believe we can do it. So anyways, let's pick up speed back here so we can, you know, get to our destination quicker. But yeah, like, I'm really excited to explore some of the other countries in this game. I really do like the Balkans, the West Balkans DLC, which adds pretty much every country from ex-Yugoslavia, as well as Albania. I think that was probably my favorite DLC of all of them. But also the France and Italy DLCs are strong too, because they're pretty big countries, and you know, they're a little bit older, but they still look pretty good. And you know, I think, you know, Italy and France are countries that have a long and rich history, and you can see that obviously in the landscape and the design. Not so much in the game, but obviously in real life. Honestly, I just like Europe in general. I think Europe it's great. I've been there many times, and every single time I've gone there, it's been enjoyable. And I hope I get to go there again very soon. Yeah, but oh my gosh, look at this breathtaking scenery. It's like crazy how detailed everything is for a video game. Honestly, don't even need to get a plane ticket to go to Europe. I can just play this game and experience it. I mean, just look at this. Like breathtaking, like the hills and mountains in the background, the trees, the grass. It's just so calming. I need to stop swaying around. I'm gonna actually tip over. And it looks like we're just over an hour away. Wow. Like I said, the time flies when you're just talking about stuff. You guys may not be interested, but I mean, hey, I get to talk and express my undying love for Euro Truck, as well as my undying love for Europe in general. Let's see here. I may have to pass this truck. He's kind of driving a little slow. Let's just, hopefully a cop doesn't see me. I am going a little bit above the limit, but it's okay. Alright, I think I can merge back, right? Alright, slow down a bit. There we go. Is that a cop? Yes, it is. A police officer stopped someone. Ooh, that person's in trouble. They shouldn't have been speeding, like me. Alright. Salzburg is this exit here, so let's go ahead and take it. Alright, let me merge. Alright, taking this exit, and I think we will now be in the city limits at least. And I can see on the advisor, there's our destination. We're very close. Just make sure that we don't, and there we go, Salzburg discovered. Awesome. Just make sure that we don't run any red lights or miss any turns, because that would be unfortunate. Here we go. Stop here. Turning green. Yeah, and that's the other thing I noticed. Like some of these, some of the countries, because in the U.S., you know, when it's a red light, it just becomes, it goes from red to green. But some of these countries in Europe, the red light will actually also flash yellow. Will have a yellow light before turning green. So it kind of gives you like a, hey, heads up, it's about to be green soon. So that's actually really helpful. And I wish, you know, we had something like that here in the States, but, you know, we like to do things differently than the rest of the world. I mean, we have our own measurement system, basically, so, yeah. Yeah. Just rambling. Alright, I think we turn right here. Let's see. Okay, Mr. Carr, gonna just squeeze on by. I think I'll be fine here. Yep, perfectly fine. Discovered a daft truck dealer. Awesome. It's always nice. And I might be buying a DAF as my first truck, so that would be even more awesome. Yeah, but it looks like we're here. Looks like another standard depot, which is great. I can probably do another reverse park. Only 40 XP. Could be worse. Could have been better, but it's fine. 40 XP is doable. Alright, so I'm gonna just kind of graze on by here. Hello, Mr. Worker. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to park this thing the best I can, at least. So let me just turn this truck around. Alright. Alright. Good. Alright, now just straighten it out. Let's see here. Okay. Not perfect, but hey, it's in there. It's all that matters. So again, turn off the engine, turn off the lights, parking brake. Decouple the trailer. Easy. Super easy. I should be a truck driver in real life. I think I got this in the bag. I'm just joking. There's no way I'd be a good truck driver. Especially after running a red light in the first episode. Another skill point. Okay. You know, I think I'm actually going to put this into the hazardous cargo just because I want to stay away from leveling up the long distance too much because we don't want to be doing long distance drives just yet. We'll get there, but not right now. Let's see, we got gases, explosives, flammable solids, toxic infectious substances, corrosive substances. Let's do Um, let's do flammable liquids. Yeah, why not? That means we can haul gasoline. But yeah, that should do it for today's episode. This one's a little bit running a little bit longer, but no worries. And in the next episode, I think we're gonna actually try to visit one of these. Yeah, we're gonna try to visit one of these other countries here. Maybe we can visit Maribor in Slovenia, or maybe even Trieste or Venice. I don't know, like one of these countries. I think we'll do that in the next episode. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and remember, if you like the videos and you want to see more, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you thought was your favorite part of the video, and if you have any suggestions for me in the future videos. But yeah, that'll do it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good one.